Charlie did.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sean, and I do a lot of being best man. Now, just to let you know, this is very important, so please make sure you're all listening. You're not actually the first group of people to hear this speech. I've actually rehearsed this speech in front of a live audience already at the local old people's home. I think it went well, they're bloody pissed themselves. Sorry about that bloody word. I shouldn't swear really. Rest assured that unlike most of the best man speeches, they're full of sexual innuendo. I promise Chris and Anna that if there's even anything slightly risque in mine, I'll whip it out immediately. I think we all agree that Anna looks fantastic today. And Chris is also looking a bit like a chart topper himself in that scene. Which reminds me, if you're on phone and ask for it back. According to protocol, my first speech duty is to ensure that certain people are thanked for their part in the wedding day. I'd like to start with some people who, quite frankly, have had it fairly easy today. All they've really had to do is stand around pouting and looking pretty. But it is worth saying that they have spent a lot of time on their hair, makeup and outfits, and without them, the day just wouldn't have been complete. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the ushers. I wanted to tell you a little bit about how we came to be sitting here today. Chris and Anna first met just over 7 years ago in a very romantic rave club. And I was lucky enough to be there on that fateful day. This place was renowned for being the hang-up of drunk Essex white boys and foreign women looking for men. So it's pure coincidence that they met on that. Chris had even given up hope about putting the girl when he caught the glimpse of Anna, the dancing queen, across the dance floor. He thought, gimme, gimme, gimme. A bit of that. She looks like a super tune. She smiled at him and thought, Mamma mia. He untucked his jeans from his fluorescent socks and casually strolled over to her as she slid through the crowd to meet him. With their arms wrapped tightly around each other, the two danced into the night, igniting a passion that threatened to engulf them both. When the music stopped, Anna sent out an SOS to her friend, but Chris said, "Take a chance on me." This wasn't the first time that Chris had taken something Swedish home at night. Well, not since IKEA started opening late. Unbelievably, Anna agreed to go out with him, and only 5 months later, Chris asked her to move in with him. Apart from obviously being head over heels in love with each other and wanting to spend every minute with her, I suspect the train journeys to visit were taking their toll. Anna lived in a very different part of London at the time, you see, and no, it wasn't Waterloo. Chris had to take a train because he doesn't have a driving licence. I'll come back to that bit a bit later. Anyway, their romance seemed to blossom at an alarming rate, and it was clear to everyone that they complemented each other very well. Anna is ambitious, industrious, highly motivated, and loves a challenge. And Chris is that challenge. So, after 14 years in Chingford, Chris and Anna decided to move and bought a lovely lovely house in Greenwich together, which will now become their marital home. Speaking of buying things, one thing I wanted to mention today was Chris's biggest purchase yet. Last year, Bjorn over here bought something that he's dreamed of owning his whole life, a Porsche. The reason for mentioning this is that if you cast your mind back a couple of seconds, I told you that Chris doesn't have a driving licence. Not only is Chris the only guy I know that owns a Porsche but can't drive, he's also the only guy I know that carries a picture of him in his car in his fancy Benz. Suffice it to say, Anna loves her new car. Anyway, back to the story. After 7 years, true love finally caught up with Chris, and he decided it was time to pop the question. In November last year, the 23rd to be exact, Anna and Chris were in Rome on a weekend summer break. In the Colosseum, Anna turned around to find Chris had vanished. A glittering, sparkling ring of carrots suddenly appeared in front of her. She looked down to find Chris on one knee, and the rest is history. Now, traditionally, I've been told that as the best man, I should offer you some marriage advice. Being married myself for almost 5 years now, here are a few tips I've picked up. Leave the room, darling. First and foremost, never be complacent. Always keep an eye out for those little telltale signs in your relationship, like if you see the milkman when you're fluorescent socks. Set the ground rules and establish who the boss is. Then do everything she says. The best way to remember your anniversary is to forget it once. And finally, always remember those 3 little really important words. You're right, dear. Now, one of my last duties before I taste the happy couple is to read a couple of emails from people who couldn't be here today. First one, dear Chris and Anna, congratulations on your special day. We hope it is all you dreamed of and we wish you both a great life together. You make a lovely couple and complement each other like chicken, rice and peas. Lots of love, Paul, Rachel and Baby Easy. Another one, dear Chris, congratulations on getting married and also on winning our Big Spend of the Month award. Lots of love from the dancers at Spearmint Rhino. And finally, one from a little further afield. Dear Christopher, why do you stop sending me money? He loved you a long time. I'm absolutely delighted to be with you. You make an absolutely fantastic couple, and I hope you're going to have a very, very happy life together. You're very special friends to all of us here, I think, and it's been an honour and a pleasure to be your best man. Now, finally, I need a little bit of audience participation for the taste. You've had a practice run with Chris's Helanga, so we both actually independently sort of seen it. So I thought I'd just jump on a couple of these, and I'll begin.